Greetings, Earthlings! I highly suggest that you watch part 1 of this rant video before you move any further. The link will be in the description below. Anyways, on with the video.
Previously, on A Liar at His Worst.
Grow up, you fucking assholes.
Is it really that hard for you to understand anything?
I'm sexy and I know it.
Dionn Runk turned a cancelled voice bank for Vocaloid into a new Tao. I really hope that he never does the same thing ever again. God damn it!
And now, back to the video.
Disclaimer. The following is made for various purposes. Please do not go witch hunting the person that is shown or mentioned in the video. Viewer discretion is advised. Now, where was I? Oh, right. Back in July, Dionn decided to put up Miriam on Newtow again. And of course, he hasn't learned his lesson.
God, are you an idiot?
I also forgot to mention that he also uploaded another video of Miriam for Newtow. I didn't get a chance to see it since he already deleted the video. He deleted his other video of her as well, but luckily, I still have that video with me. Just like I showed in my last video, so it's not going anywhere. Dionn, if I were you, I would think twice about my actions and not port samples from a Vocaloid to Newtow. It's a bad idea to begin with, and it will always be. Well, lesson learned, right? Not really. He still has a long way to go. I still have more things to discuss about him as we go further throughout the video. But still, I really hope that he never pulls the same stunt like that ever again like he did last time. What's that? Oh, really? Well then, this should be interesting. On August 30th, Dionn decided to go on kiwi farms, and I think you all know how that's going to turn out. Oh boy, where do I begin? Of course he's making more lies about me and Promptus, but seriously, do you even know what site you're on, Dionn? Because I don't think you do. If I remember correctly, Kiwi Farms is a forum that is dedicated to the harassment, doxing, and stalking of people online. And you, my friend, just made a terrible decision. Looks like the joke's on you, huh? Congratulations, Dionn. You are now officially a lol cow. Since you made more lies about us on the web, nobody's going to believe you now. Not one soul is going to take you seriously at all. But hey, what did you expect? This is Kiwi Farms. Of course you're going to have people call you names like racial slurs, using autism as an insult, and even telling you to kill yourself. I'm honestly at a loss of words. I don't know what else to say about this. And yet there are people asking him about something. Something so mature that it's probably not fit for YouTube, which I will be talking about very soon. I pray to Thetos that I don't want this video to get taken down. Now then, allow me to send you back through time. A time when your boy Dionn stooped really low. It all started back in 2015. I was 17 and Dionn was 21 back then. This was when I first received this note from him. He tried to call out someone that I'm friends with who uses Newtow. I'm not sure if he still uses the program, but still, I was in disbelief when Dionn messaged me, saying that the person is always lying, which I highly doubt. Then, when I made a comment on their wall back in 2014, wishing them a happy birthday, this is what Dionn said to me.
Why would you ever talk to this low-life piece of crap? The only thing he's good at is stealing others' credit and call me S-or. Why would you ever talk to this low-life piece of crap? The only thing he's good at is stealing others' credit and call me S-or.
That's when I had enough. I said to him, "How dare you? He's a good guy. He never does anything bad like that. You're just being delusional, man." And I'm afraid that I have to agree with them with this. He's telling you the truth that he doesn't steal from others and he gives credit, but yet you still wouldn't listen to him. You accusing him for something he never did is just wrong. First, you're hacking Vocaloid, which is illegal. Then, using furries and Xbox 360 as an excuse, and now this? You're really messed up. You are the one who's lying, and your lies aren't getting you anywhere at all. You really need help. Again, you falsely accusing him is just wrong, and it needs to stop. Just please, cut the bullcrap. I already received a note from you that was about them last month, and I wanted to say that I can't believe that you would say something like that. The only prick here is you. I'm sorry, but I don't think that I can be friends with you anymore because of your actions you did to him. You'd better apologize to them for what you said. Believe what you want, it's just gonna make things worse. You see, this is what betrayal is like. Seeing someone who you used to be friends with doing something bad to harm themselves and try to get someone else in trouble. And back then, I only had to question myself this. Why? Why would you go ahead and start stirring up shit for no particular reason? Then, he said this.
Okay, dumbass, believe that liar. You haven't seen or heard the doing he's been doing. So see, if I ever help a cheap ass like you again.
You know, it's a shame really. A 21-year-old acting like a childish 12-year-old. You need to act your age and stop being so immature. At first I thought you were a cool guy, but now that you showed me your true colors, that's a whole new level. I really regret ever meeting people like you in the first place. We can never talk to each other, ever. And since you're like this, then that shows me how much of a big jerk you are. So go ahead, do your worst. Block me. I could care less anyways. You're making a big mistake. Don't come crying to me because it's too late. You're the one who started this shitstorm on YouTube. It's your fault, not ours. It's over. Goodbye. After our friendship came to an end, I thought it would be over, right? Nope. While I was still on DeviantArt, there was a huge commotion in the comments section from a submission of an MMD model that's for download, and that is a model of a man's genitals. Now there's nothing wrong with making pornography in MMD, but who would complain about a model of a dick? Absolutely no one, except for Dionn. He accused the guy for stealing a dick from a furry dating site. What furry dating website was he talking about? I have no clue, since he never mentioned the name of it. Dionn also said that he got the model of the penis from his ex there. I highly doubt that your ex-boyfriend uses MMD. This is exactly what I was talking about when he mentioned the stolen penis on Kiwi Farms. Everyone's asking him for the D for proof, but I think it's already clear that he doesn't have it. Also the time where he attacked other users besides me, like Rune3691, which I talked about in part 1 of the video. And there was another time that year where he accused someone for barely editing a model of Link from the game Hyrule Warriors, when they did an outstanding job with their model edit. Really, Dionn? I'd like to see you do better. Oh wait, that's right, you can't. Because you are highly inexperienced with editing and using MMD, plus the fact that you haven't improved at all. Shots fired! Get off your high horse, man. Luckily, they have people that were defending them after what Dionn had said. He doesn't know better. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he also has an old computer. And I mean a very old computer. I'm talking about Windows XP old. Back then, he had trouble adding bones to a model in PMD editor. I have a suggestion. Why don't you get a new computer? Something that was updated like Windows 7 or Vista. Or maybe Windows 10. Really, your computer is not that good. Moving on. In 2016, there was another time where he got himself into a huge heaping mess on DA. He posted a submission where he says the users of the FNAF fandom are asses. Here's the reason why. He got himself into an argument with another person, saying that pre-rendered art isn't art. I know, it's really stupid. Seriously, Dionn? That's pretty hypocritical of you to say that. You make pictures in Miku Miku Dance. MMD allows you to render both videos and pictures. What do you call that? If you say that 3D pictures that are rendered in any 3D program is not art, then
you are made of stupid.
And then he says that pre-rendered pictures are photography. There is absolutely no way that people can be this dumb to not know the difference between photography and 3D pictures. They're not the same. And remember when I said that he makes money off of stuff that are ripped from games, whether they're models or textures? Well, he still does that crap. Look, Just because you own some video games doesn't mean you have the right to make profit out of the stuff that you rip from games. That is still and will always be illegal. You should know better than that, Dionn. It's no wonder how you didn't get sued. Most people tell you to stop, but you only make things worse by fighting back and not listening to any of them. Hell, there are still a few people that supports you. It's not our fault that you got yourself some white knights. Nobody wants to donate or send points to you for a simple game rip. And I should also mention the time when you used to sell your motions and VSQX files. MIDI files too. Which is completely pointless since we all downloaded things like these for free. But you decided to do the opposite. And may I remind you that he also gives out links to said model to sites like AdFly or Zipansion. Spoiler alert! Those links contain Trojan horses. Unless you want your computer to get infected, do not click on any of those links he gives out on his submissions or videos. Why don't you just post your stuff on Mediafire and Mega just like any normal people would do, instead of going through all that malware shit? I don't know if you guys were aware of this, but he used to have a GoFundMe page, where he tries to make money off of the models he ripped from the games. But thankfully, it's long gone. And remember the trolls that were part of the UTTP? Well, they got his other channel banned from YouTube until he came back with another account called Cyber Console Wolf the following year. He still did some illegal stuff until late 2017, and made some lies about me and a few others on Amino. Same thing when he harassed Promptus with the whole FNAF models. He also redistributed MMD models that were made by people from the Japanese MMD community. One example was Ryder from Fate Zero. When I found out about that, I sent a message to the modeler Akon about what he was doing. And the rule specifically says that you are not allowed to redistribute the model anywhere. Same thing goes with the other models they made. It wasn't long until he got banned on DA for good. At last, the deed is done. We won't be hearing from him ever again, but boy, how wrong we were. He decided to make some more accounts after his main account was reported and banned from DeviantArt. Like I said before, if there's one thing you should never do, no matter what site you're on when you get banned, it's ban evading. And just like that, he still makes more lies, etc, etc. Seriously, this guy just doesn't know when to quit, does he? If you decide to make another account under the same email address, you're still getting banned no matter what. Nobody should be this hard-headed. Do you want to know how he reacted when he got his main account banned? He filmed himself poking his middle finger at the computer screen that shows Promptus' page. Nice job, Dionn. That is so mature of you. I bet people are proud of you for what you've done. Also, there was a time where he says that people who make models in Metasequoia are fake. Bitch, where? If that's what you think, then I guess that people that made models for live-action films are fake too. Seriously, what a dumbass. And let's not forget that he quote-unquote made a model of Robin Hood from Disney. Technically, he used a base, and took the head of a model of Nick Wilde from Zootopia that was made by MMD Satoshi, and added to the body. Frankensteining much? I can see why you stopped putting up Nick for download. It's because you broke his rules. Again, this is why we can't have nice things, because people like you ruin everything! Same old, just like he did from last year up to now. More lies, more ban evading, and the time where he redistributed the models Mr. Cookie Blaster reported to MMD without his consent. And that was when I got a note from him saying that I was right about Dionn. He even gave Mr. Cookie Blaster a false copyright strike on one of his pictures of Fox and Falco. What the fuck, man? You think you're clever? Even if you try to send false DMCAs towards us, we can still dispute it. Just like he did with me. I also even mentioned a time where he accused Warfare Machine for stealing a model of Fox from someone else, when it's clearly obvious that he made the model himself from scratch. Oh wait, that's right. There's one more thing I forgot to mention about what happened last year. Back in January of 2018, one of his videos on YouTube got taken down, and what does he do? He makes a video about it, and the title of the video says, "Jason Fryer, go end yourself." Would you believe that a grown man will tell someone else to commit suicide after they took his video down? That's just wet behind the ears. On to the next chapter. Since April, I had an interview with someone on Discord who's part of the MMD Defenders group on both DA and Discord. This was our conversation.
Hello there, I'm sorry for messaging you suddenly, but I received a note related to Dionn. Do you mind lighting up the situation?
Of course.
So you know more about Dionn than I do. What exactly did he do again?
Okay, so he's known for making false accusations of people like me, and the other things he mentioned in a note. He also ported Miriam, a Vocaloid, to Utao last month, and people called him out for it. Not only that, but he also tried to sell models from video games that he owns, which is illegal. And he's been ban invading as well. This is like the 4th account he made after his very first account on DeviantArt got banned a few years ago.
So you know who Dr. Snoot is?
Yes, she's also known as Promptus. She was the one who made her version of the Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics. But then, Dionn accused her saying that she doesn't own the characters, as they belong to Scott Cawthon. He also accused her of stealing and not crediting parts from different users, and yes, she did give credit to them.
Did she take them down because of that?
No, it wasn't because of that. She took them down a while ago before that incident happened.
Was the models she used illegal or anything? I tried finding the models, but it seems they were taken down.
They weren't illegal. As I said, she used different parts for each models and gave credit to them.
Do you know where I can find her? I want to interview her too to solve this.
I said yes, then I gave her the names of her accounts.
Alright, just noted her. Here's a weird thing. Dionn was selling game rips illegally, right? Why would someone send me a note about Dionn falsely being accused of stealing parts for FNAF models?
To be honest, he shouldn't be falsely accused of anything like that. He was the one who did this to himself. There were other people, including me and my friends, that found out that he was selling game rips on the web through PayPal and sometimes through points on DeviantArt. Just because you own a few video games does not mean that you have the right to make profit of game rips.
Alrighty. Another question. The guy who sent me the links of the models were taken down, but I found 2 terms of use. I can't tell what they're saying, but it looks like they're not supposed to be edited? I don't know. A friend of mine is translating, but it'll take a while.
Which models do you mean?
The Casmo one, and the Furloid.
Well, for the King Cosmo model, one of the rules says that modification over modification is free as long as it does not break the character image. And for the model of Jin Roga, one of the rules says that remodeling without changing the appearance is fine.
So it means editing is allowed.
Yes.
But I think they're saying don't change the character. Is that right?
Oh, right. That too.
Snoot technically did break a rule, but it isn't majorly bad in my opinion.
Understandable.
And I don't think she stole anything.
Yep, she never did.
Oh, and the guy replied.
I believe it's already obvious that she didn't get the models from RANT, as she made her versions of the characters herself, and RANT ported the animatronics to MMD.
I'm starting to think the guy who noted me is falsely accusing this poor girl. There's so many plot holes that makes no sense.
True.
1. Why would this person contact me now, after a couple years it happened? 2. Why did this person give me the only proof he had against her? It doesn't prove anything if you ask me. It doesn't make any sense.
I know. It's mostly his fault for causing so much trouble in the first place. And I don't understand why he would bring up stuff from the past and not move on from it at all.
Yeah, it's Dionn. He's trying to falsely accuse Snoot.
I know, just like he did last time. So, that was the interview I had with Silver Dreamy Rose. And now she knows the truth. The ugly truth. Have I ever told you that Dionn has a huge hate boner for me? Well, he does, and let me tell you, it's not healthy. I've seen people who hates others with a burning passion, but not like him. Ever since I stopped being friends with him, things have gotten a lot worse between the two of us. He always makes a fuck ton of lies about me, and he accuses me of things that I've never done. Even if he posts screenshots for proof, he'll try to put the blame on me. And even if I call him out online, whether it's on Twitter, DA, or Amino, he would try to come up with something to get me into trouble. But things don't go the way he planned. He has made not 1, not 2, but 4 videos that were aimed towards me. And of course, he hides the comments so that nobody, including me, would comment on his stuff. Sounds like someone can't take any criticism at all. How predictable. One of the reasons why he still has a grudge against me is this. Remember when I made my own designs of Jinji for Utao? Well, Mr. Twiddledweeb here says that I stole the designs from a well-known Vocaloid named Kaito. Both V1 and V3 outfits to be precise. Especially the Cyberneko design. Tell me, do these designs look similar to you? No. I made my own designs from scratch from 2013 to 2017. 2013 starting with Mildepend, from 2017 with Jade. If you think I stole the designs, why would you say that I violated Krypton's terms of use? Why do you think that I stole designs from Kaito? What? Is it because you think that I still use a model that's just a recolor of Animasa's and or Nukde's edits of Kaito? Newsflash, Dionn, I stopped using them a long time ago. Is your head that far up your ass? Because if so, you are already covering yourself in your own feces.
It's disgusting.
I didn't want to use them anymore, so in early 2015, I asked a friend to make a model of me. I showed her a reference sheet of my character and she did it. It looks really well made. I will still use it sometimes, like I did a few years ago, until I started to make my own models with Meta Sequoia. Now then, Dionn, you think that I am a copy of Kaito? Well, look at your Utao, Zenin Koitsu. He has yellow fur with blue hair. That's piss and ink. Piss and ink! That's not a good combination for a Furloid. Also, your latest model of Zenin is just a recolor of another Furloid named So no Tamine.
Wow! How original!
At least, the difference between me and Zenin is that Zenin's voice bank is poorly configured, and Dionn is really bad at using Utao completely. So, who's the shit Utao user again? Certainly not me. Also, this green Kaito's name is not Axel Rayone. Axel's my lion character that I turned into a Utao back in 2015. How did you manage to fuck that up so easily? Not to mention that he also insulted me in the past. I still have the comments he made towards me on Google+. You know, before it closed down for good back in April of this year. Thank Datos for Gmail. I have other screenshots from Twitter as well. Here are a few examples. He falsely reported my Godzilla x Godzilla video, saying that 2 male kaijus kissing each other equals sex. How? I don't know, his brain wasn't functioning properly back then. But luckily, the video was never taken down by YouTube. Just because I made a yaoi video, doesn't mean that it should be taken off the platform. He used my model edit of a Minotaur for his videos, after I told him not to, but he still took advantage of me, telling me to grow the fuck up. Okay, forgive me if I sound like a total douche, but I can't trust anyone, my enemy specifically, who uses my stuff. Especially if you're a no-good thief. Except for my friends who I can fully trust. But you think I let you use my stuff after you attacked me online? Absolutely not. Not only that, but back on DeviantArt, he accused me of stealing a harness and antlers from Polygon Count's reindeer model. Although I did put the parts on what I called Rudolph the Red-Nosed Minotaur, I stated in the description that I should have gotten permission from Polygon Count first from doing so. I still gave credit too. Also, the rules from Ishiyanari's Monster Pack says that we are allowed to redistribute our edits of their models, so sit down! He says that my Teen Titans Go video of the character saying the word waffles violates copyright, and I didn't have Cartoon Network's permission to use the clips from their show. Okay, Mr. Know-It-All, let me tell you something to get through that small brain of yours. There is something called fair use for a reason. It doesn't violate copyright at all, so I don't know what you're talking about. Dionn says that I got an Utao illegally, although the voice bank is free. How does logic work again? Not to mention, he also accused me of impersonating the Utao as well, saying that I admit to doing so. Hey, at least I'm not some weirdo with an obsession with the Utao and has very bad grammar. On Fur Affinity, a friend of mine asked me if I made a comment to Dionn, saying that he should watch his back, or else I'll kill his friends and make him hang himself, and says if I was joking. When I first read this, I was confused, so I said, "What? Who told you that?" And of course, it was none other than Dionn. I should have known. Why would I try to make a death threat like that to my adversary? The comment was nowhere on YouTube, but on Nico Doga. You can't even tell who posted a comment on the video, so he still shifts the blame on me and someone else. Last year, on the Vocaloid Amino, he made a blog saying that if there's anyone that knows how to swat people, because he plans on doing that to me. Someone on DeviantArt sent me a note on what he said, and then I made a journal about it. Like I said in part 1, swatting people is not an okay thing to do, for it's a felony, and you can end up going to prison for doing something so illegal, so dangerous that people would end up being killed by the SWAT team. Just like Dionn, he's not that bright, and if he does end up in jail,
then no one is going to listen to his little white lies.
He also accused me of pirating another Vocaloid called Dinah, which is also false, because I don't do pirating. And since June of this year, I found a site about bad users on DeviantArt, so I decided to make a wiki page about Dionn, and I listed the reasons on why he's atrocious. Of course, a few people found out about it, including Dionn. Then, on Twitter, he made a post of me saying this.
Seriously, this user Jingi in DeviantArt, Pure Affinity, and Twitter is full of shit. If you're gonna accuse someone of something, make sure you have facts. I literally had enough to take you to court.
Really, Dionn? You want to sue me? Well, I sure hope you have an attorney with you, cause even if you try to win and prove that you're right, chances are that you're most likely to lose the case. I bet you don't know how the law actually works. So yeah, keep dreaming, cowboy. And worst of all, he would do something else that's just uncalled for and unimaginable, something that really irritates me a lot. He uploaded a picture of my face on the web, not just on DeviantArt, but on sites like YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook as well. That's the kind of shit that really pisses me off. Dionn, you don't do that. If you think it's funny to make fun of somebody on what they look like in real life, then you can go right ahead and suck a cactus and piss right off after that. Invading people's privacy is not okay. Now that's just literally crossing the line, and you ought to be ashamed of yourself for doing something so brash. If I reported you on DA, I'll do the same goddamn thing on the other sites you're on. I already reported his videos on YouTube that were aimed towards me, but YouTube has done absolutely nothing. I even filed a complaint on him for invading my privacy on there, but YouTube says that they were unable to identify a violation of their privacy guidelines. That is a bunch of bullshit. I really hate YouTube staff. No matter what I do, no matter what we do, they never do anything about it, and we will always have to get the punishment, except for people like Dionn. Report the videos for harassment? Nothing. Try to take down a video that's misleading? Nothing. They would take down the videos of people that steal my video from my channel due to copyright infringement, then why can't they do the same thing with the other options? If you don't know what picture I was talking about, it was a picture I made back in 2012, when I was about 14 or 15 back in middle school. I was playing around with some of the effects in Cyber UCam, and one of the effects was a fire effect. I'm not really comfortable in showing my face online anymore, but if you guys want to see what I look like, feel free to send me an email, and I'll show it to you. This guy, however, has the fucking audacity to try and make a fool out of me, telling me to go burn in hell like I should be doing. Fuck you, dude. One of these days, you're going to have to learn the hard way. Karma is going to slap you in the face so hard that you will regret everything that you've done. Now, I'm going to look at one of his videos that he made about me, starting now. Before I make a response to this video, I recommend you take a look at Oginaka's response to Dionn. It's really good, and I can't thank her enough for making it. The link will be in the description. Also, his description says this.
I didn't script this. I did this for fun, poking fun at the user sign he likes to lie about me.
Really? You made a rant video only to make fun of me? You see, there is a huge difference between ranting on someone and making fun of people. Up here, we call that cyberbullying. If you're going to be like that, then guess what?
Ooh, nobody gives a
Now then, on with the video.
Welcome to
Dionn
That's
and
bullshit.
Sorry, I can't help it. Proceed.
First, let's talk about Jay, this idiot who's been trolling me for 5 years.
5 years? No! You know that's not true, Dionn. I first met you online back in 2013 and you know it.
Hasn't grown up, hasn't matured,
Hasn't grown up, you say? Well then, if that's the case, I must be a dead fetus.
hasn't had a life, and has been following me, even gone to, let's say, he has no life but wants to keep continuing to watch me and then ban me just because he has nothing better to do.
Why would I ever watch my adversaries?
He's pathetic, he's shit, he's ugly,
I'm ugly and I'm proud!
Oh yeah, go ahead and call me ugly. Best insult ever, 10 out of 10.
he's pretty much pathetic in every possible way imaginable.
You just said that I'm pathetic twice.
He's banned 3 of my DeviantArt accounts,
No, I didn't ban you. DeviantArt did. Because 1, you were ban evading, and number 2, you tried to make a fool out of me.
tried to ban my Furfinity account,
I had you suspended there because you were doing something that you weren't supposed to be doing in the first place. What's your excuse?
he's tried to ban my YouTube account almost 3 times under an alias name, Priest Cheggers on YouTube in a group called the League of Priests.
No, I haven't. First, you closed your old YouTube account a few years ago when you were receiving a lot of backlash from others. Then you came back with another YouTube account, and then you got banned about a year later because you were breaking YouTube's rules, and now you came back with another account. You know what that's called? Say it with me now, folks. And what are you talking about? You know I wasn't Priest Cheggers. And I have no idea what this League of Priests group is. Like I said before, I'm not a troll, and I don't troll people.
I wonder what they're about. If I could actually access my DeviantArt, which he got me banned,
Well, maybe you should have never came back on the site after you got banned, smart aleck.
they're a group against furries and once again banned from online.
That's a laugh.
You did not make the models ground up, and you did not create Five Nights at Freddy's at all.
Okay, cool. Thanks for clearing that up, Dionn.
Ascot Cawthon, which I will give his email in the descriptions below.
Where? I don't see it.
You lie! You lie!
Let's see how this user has been acting towards me, since apparently he has no life.
Yeah, because me drawing and making music and animations for a living means that I have no life. What the actual fuck?
He's been banned again. Let's just hope he never returns. Okay, if you want me banned and you never want to see me, why are you stalking me? He is back as Mr. Anime Wolf. Okay, if you want nothing to do with me, why are you stalking me? Looks like we did it again.
Why are you stalking me?
I swear, nobody can be this brain-dead, so dull-witted, and absolutely asinine. Dionn, define stalking. Because I don't think that you know what that word really means. Ever heard of a dictionary? Why don't you use it for once to look up the words that you don't know and what they mean? I made these journals and status updates to let people know when you got banned and come back online with another account. The only person who is stalking is you, Munzia. I just want to live on DA in peace, but you kept getting in my way. This is why we can't have nice things. Also, Dionn, your hypocrisy is showing. You should get that fixed.
Fellow troll, do you really have no life to do anything about?
How many times is this guy going to say that I don't have a life? It's getting really annoying.
Now let's see his gallery to see how pathetic
Oh,
his
God.
life is. If it wasn't for me, his channel wouldn't have any being. His channel wouldn't have any existence to prosper. Without me, his channel would be a waste of life.
The fuck is he talking like that for?
Now let's see. This post, he was actually posting about me, and actually used the Vocaloid Big Out to attack me.
Dude, now you are really showing how immature you are. You continue to mock people. Yet, when you need help you act kind. You have no right to say Rudolph is yours. Get help, you act so nice at first, yet you are over self-confident.
That is not the right post and you know it. Also, I didn't use Big L. I used Microsoft Sam. How can you not tell the difference between a Vocaloid and a text-to-speech engine? Do some research, will you uncultured swine?
Oh, wow. Pathetic as always. So he cuts off his stuff, puts only my stuff that he wants people to hate me for, yet how does this help you? You're just making yourself look like a retard online who cuts stuff.
Uh-oh, retard alert! Retard alert, class!
Really? You calling me a retard? Child's play.
To hide stuff that he posts, trying to play the damsel in distress, saying I'm the damsel when you're clearly hiding yourself just to make yourself look better. Are you really that pathetic?
Me, a damsel in distress? Well, at least I don't have tits.
Oh wow, just pointing out I made one spelling error.
Like you always do.
You stole a person's model.
Who? I don't know who this Perflip guy is, so...
You didn't credit them on Bull Roll.
That's because Polygon Count doesn't have a Bull Roll account? And that there was a readme in the zip file? How did you not see that?
I had to report you to Polygon Count just so he would know you took parts from his models, which...
Okay, Dionn, I'm going to have to stop you right there because you clearly weren't paying attention. I have followed his rules, okay? I know that I'm not allowed to make edits or take parts from his models like Cabe and Skiploid, and a few other models I received from him and his friends. But his models like Rudolph and Bunnymun from Rise of the Guardians, I'm allowed to edit. And of course, you didn't even bother to look at those models to see the rules.
No editing, no redistribution, no taking parts from any models.
You're reading the rules for the model of Cabe!
He took parts from the model in his reindeer model, which I will go and show you. Aren't I wonderful?
No, Dionn, you're not wonderful.
And look at this!
See? You see what I posted in the description? I told you so. And clearly that's not a reindeer. Way to not tell the difference between an animal and a creature from Greek mythology.
You took his parts, you didn't ask for permission to make a model, you stole from him.
Scroll down to the comments section, smartass.
And you act like I'm the bad guy.
Duh.
People say I'm crazy, yet you bully, stalk, harass me for the last 5 years just because you have not gone your own way. So, who's the mature one?
Me!
Not you.
Aww.
You don't ever act your age, you never grew up, you don't take responsibility for what you do.
Dionn, I'm already 22 years old, and you're 26. But yet you still act like a kid who never listens to their mommy and daddy. You are such a man-child, you know that.
You say you're going to college, yet... Yeah, I really don't think you are.
I'm already in college, Simple Simon. When was the last time you went to college?
Your comments about me are rude, violent.
Since when did I ever make any violent comments towards you? Oh, that's right. Never!
You make fun of my stuff like MMD motion data, yet when was the last time you actually sat down, actually animated with MMD, actually made motions ground up, not using others' works, which you say mine is pathetic and ugly.
Oh my god. Dionn, you can't be serious. I have been making my own animations from scratch with MMD since early 2012, and throughout the years, I have improved. I learned how to make my animations more smooth and less stiff and choppy by using interpolation curves, and I still use MMD to this very day. And yes, I used recycled motions back then, but now I barely use them. I only use them just to test other models. But now, I only focus on making my own projects now and then. You, on the other hand, don't even try to animate well with the program. They're sloppy. Seriously though, do you even look back at your videos seeing how rigid they are, and how the model's limbs clip through their bodies? Sleeves too. You don't even do a good job with the physics either when you edit them in PMX Editor. I'm no animation critic, but you really have a lot of improving to do.
Yet I do my motions without tracing.
Lights, 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 yeah! Lights, 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 yeah!
That's also a lie coming from the mouth of yours. You made a motion trace video back in March and it's not that good. Also, this video, when you made a motion trace of a clip from Family Guy a few years ago, before you used Shadow, Rule 63 Link, and Fox. So don't tell me that you never made any videos with motion tracing when you still do.
You do not have the nerve or the right to bash me in any way, since you have not touched or actually created a good animation. I created almost 10 minutes of animation. You, sir, haven't even made 1 minute.
Oh, I'm so scared, I'm shaking in my boots. Big talk coming from a guy who thinks he's an expert at animation. And I don't care if my animations didn't surpass the 1 minute mark. You just don't even understand the difficulties when you're making 3D animation, whether it's going to be long or short. You just sound like a complete asshole right now.
Let alone 10 seconds for MMD animation.
Shots fired. Mamma sa jag var legender hela natten lång. Vi håller på till imorgon. Hoppas jag hookar damer.
I swear. Hey! If you talk to my cousin that way, you are going to regret it, darling.
Yeah, leave him alone, you little rat!
You were saying?
So you do not have the balls, the rights, or anything to say about me when you have not done anything yourself.
Ever heard of the First Amendment? Freedom of speech? No? And you say I'm not allowed to say anything negative about you. Get in the bin, Dionn. You need to learn more about American civics, including the amendments and the US government. Also, your hypocrisy is showing, again.
To actually judge me on my style of animation. I do animations based on sounds per motion.
What?!
I go based on the waves and of audio track to actually try and base motions based on that.
That's not how it works. Are you even listening to yourself? Because you honestly have no idea what you're actually saying.
I don't base motions based on frames. I try to make stuff my own way.
People can make animations without using audio too, you know.
So my motions stand out, unlike everyone else who likes to use MMD's AVI trace file thing just so they can trace other people's works, which is as pathetic as motion capture, making it just pointless.
Watch out, everyone. We got ourselves a badass over here. You really don't understand anything at all. Stop trying to act like you're better than everyone else, because you're not. People do motion tracing on MMD in order to match the person's body movements in the background. I still do it. Don't try to compare motion tracing as if somebody's tracing over someone's artwork online. And you think that motion capturing is pointless? You're the one to talk, not me. People who use MMD would use a special program and hook their Kinect to their computer, and therefore, the model will imitate the person's movements. It may not be perfect, but it's a good addition to MMD. How about you take a look at a book like The Animator's Survival Kit to see what you're doing wrong?
If you're going to try and claim that my motions are not up to par, that people trace other people's work, which is just...
Say it. Say it! I dare you!
Wow, you really do not have a life, do you?
He's in, boys! He did it! He said it!
You want to continue bashing me? Have fun!
Okay.
You want to try and prove your points towards me and actually prove yourself? Here's an idea. Grow the fuck up.
Okay.
No one cares about you.
Okay.
The only people that talk to you are trolls
Okay.
or people that have no lives or like to steal other people's work.
Okay.
Grow up. Shut up. You have no reason to exist. So here's my message to you. Fuck off.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Rewind the last part.
You have no reason to exist.
Okay, I take it back. If that's the way it is, then so be it. You can go ahead and keep being a shitty animator and a shitty person for all I care. So, That's it. That's all of the lies, thievery, and the harassment we had to go through with a man known as Dionn Runk, or as I like to call him,
Dionn, the drunk bastard!
I'm done with this rant. I'm not going to make any more videos about him, because I'm just going to waste my time at this point. Now, Dionn, you are absolutely one of the worst people I have ever met. You're selfish, immature, ignorant, disrespectful, lazy, uneducated, narcissistic, a liar, and most of all, very hypocritical. I thought you were a cool guy when I first met you, but by the time when you show your true colors, you're just a huge jerk. People like you are just an insult throughout the MMD, Utao, and the furry communities. We have had it with your lies, your bullying, and your entire shtick. You need to admit that you're at fault, and the things you did were wrong and illegal. You should know better, but you still take advantage of us. Not only that, but you're already a huge laughingstock on the web, just like on Kiwi Farms. Quit trying to act like you're better than everyone, because in reality, you're not. If you're not going to improve on making more things related to MMD or Utao, then what's the point in going any further? And if you can't follow any simple rules, then why bother using our stuff? Also, you still have the nerve to invade my privacy on YouTube, just like you did back on DA. Have you no shame? You're 26, a grown-ass man for crying out loud. It's sad, to be honest. Learn to act your age. I hate having to deal with people like you that doesn't know what they are doing is just wrong. And you need to stop bullying other people, including me. Stop trying to have your followers attack us due to your rudeness. That's witch hunting. You need to learn when not to do things the wrong way. You also need to learn when to take criticism as well. Stop acting like a huge hypocrite. Leave Mr. Cookie Blaster alone. Leave Promptus alone. Leave me alone. Leave all of us alone. We just want to move on with our lives. You should be doing the same thing as well. And this grudge you have against me needs to stop right now. Enough is enough. If you're not going to change, then I don't know what else to tell you. Learn to move on with your life if you don't want to cause any more trouble with anyone on the internet. That's all I have to say for this rant. Thank you all for watching and thank you all for the support. It really means a lot to me. I'm gonna go ahead and return back to my normal schedule, which is making more music and animations. I may work on a little bit more of commentary things, but I won't be doing it all the time. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Jinji signing out. See you later!